guys, welcome to my channel. So someone requested that I was going to do a plan with me video, and since it's a new year, I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to do this. So I just want to show you guys some of the essentials that I always have with me. So for example, I always have some different kind of rulers. A straight ruler, round ruler, and then I have these markers right here, which are my color markers that I use most often. Then I always have a brush pen, and then I have my sticker books over here, and as you guys can see, I collected for a while, so it's been quite a bit. Then I always have washi tape and some different kinds of patterns that I can trace that I bought recently. Then I always have my computer because I have a folder where I basically save everything that is bullet journal related, and it just really helps me like get my ideas together. And then you can't forget your favorite cup of coffee, and that's basically all I'm going to need to be doing this. But I just want to tell you guys that I always do it with pencil first. Really, I just use a normal HB pencil because it's easy to erase, and I just trace whatever ideas I have onto this first, and then I outline it. So to make this go a little bit quicker, I thought I'd do the pencil drawings first, and then I can go through with you guys how I wrap my mind around these ideas that I have in my bullet journal, and I'll do the outlines then and decoration as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the pencil outlines first with the ruler, and then maybe I'll do the outlines later so you guys can see.
Since I don't know how to do calligraphy and any cool lettering, I basically use dafont.com to copy down the font because despite all this, I am really good at copying things. So I added a cute quote at the bottom of the page for encouragement, which is really nice. Now this form is very similar to the last one that I had for the last 6 months, but this one has more lines and boxes so that it looks a little bit neater. Oddly enough though, there is something about the decorations in this one that just isn't coordinated like the last, which is a bummer, but oh well. Pencil outlines are super important since I have completely blank pages, and in my opinion I have to measure out the lines in relationship to all other lines on the page, and that's why it's so time consuming and it takes me hours just to do this page. For the coloring part, I'm using my gel glitter pens and metallic gel pens because they simply make my bullet journal look more glamorous. And at the end, I just erase on all my sketching lines, and to make it look a little bit more refined as possible, making sure that everything is completely dry. The little dangling decorations at the top are really just things that I'm looking forward to this year, which I thought was really cute. Also, I just have to excuse my head in this video. It keeps getting in the way because it's actually really hard to film like doing this kind of stuff. So now I'm just starting to fill out the days of the week and all the days of the month into the calendars. And the days that I don't use, I just kind of put a grayish purple color to make it look a little bit prettier. And I realized that at the top where the month is, I could probably have fit the whole name of the month, but honestly, I didn't really think that far. I also used 3 different pages, 2 months on each page, so on the last page it's just exactly the same, and I thought I didn't really need to film this as you guys can kind of see how it looks already. So this is what it ended up looking like, but I also ended up messing up where I wrote the days of the week at the bottom because I forgot to write them at the top on May, but can't be perfect every time, right?
So for last year, I made this, which is a different way of doing a 6 or 5 or whatever month calendar, but I decided that I'm going to make another one. So I've already made the one that I'm going to be making for my private stuff, this one, and then I thought on the next page here I'll do one for school that looks like this but with fewer modifications.
So for this one, I made 6 columns because there are 6 months in the school year for this term, and it starts with January, ends with June, and so the calendar starts when school starts and ends when school ends, which is so convenient. And then all columns are 3.5 centimeters wide and about 17 centimeters long, so that I can fit all the days of the year with the date of all those days on the side. Each day only gets a 5mm space, but this is only because I'm going to color code each classes into small boxes so that when I have an assignment or something due that day, I can just make a little color box that refers to that assignment or that specific class, and I can look up that date, so kind of like an overview glance of the school term. As you can see, I have also hollowed out the sports break and the Easter break, and I am also going to make a little key on the side which shows what classes are what color. And also for decoration, I did these really pretty small flower doodles just on the side of the page to spice it up a little. So I just quickly labeled the months at the top with my normal cursor writing, and then I also labeled the Easter breaks, and at the top I just wrote spring term 2017 with bold letters, and then I decided to fill them in with polka dots in different colors, and this actually worked out really well. I think this page looks way better than the previous page. At the end, I just added what days of the week there were on the calendar, and I also added loads of stickers, mostly food stickers and love stickers actually, but I just think it fit really nicely. I really love this page. I also just did some stripes at the months above and also on the key. In between these two pages, I had a blank page and I decided to fill it with monthly finances. So hopefully this page is going to be an overview for all these 6 months, where I basically write my monthly income and my monthly outcome and average what I spend on what, categories wise, and then I just kind of have that as a base so I can have a constant overview, and hopefully it won't change much, but I can always add stuff onto it if it's necessary. So I just honestly want to keep this really clean and very simple to use. The last 2 pages that I'm going to be using for these entire 6 months are 2 reading pages that are connected. The first one is a reading goals, and I got this inspiration from Caitlin's Corner because she did one where she wanted to do 41, I think, books in the entire year, so I thought I could do 15 in 6 months, so that's a goal for me and a challenge. I wanted to make my own design, but I actually looked up how to draw a snake, and the book in the corner just doodles online, and I use a snake because of the term bookworm, and hopefully I'm going to be able to shade this poisonous snake during the next 6 months. I added 2 of my favorite book quotes at the corners because I can simply not explain my gratitude towards books myself. At the end, I just added some adventure stickers because I couldn't find any book-related stickers, but I think this looks cute as well. I am so pleased with this page. I didn't film actually making this last page, but it's super simple. It's basically just a tracker of those 15 books where I write the book, the author, and when I read it, and the rating that I give it. At the bottom, I just added these bat outlines to make the page look a little bit more mysterious. So overall, you might think this is a weird combination of pages, but these pages are literally the only ones that I'm going to be needing for all of the 6 months. So this is what I came up with. I'm pretty pleased. My favorite page is probably the 2 book pages, but I think they're all pretty cool. I like how they're so happy and childish. I hope you guys like this video. I wish you all good luck in 2017, and if you want to check out my other bullet journal videos, they will be in the description. Bye!